Tako, kot smo obljubili, je Denis Côté je režiser filma, je ponovno z nami in seveda, kot rečeno, ena je od redkih priložnosti, da imamo možnost spregovoriti z ustvarjalcem filma. Tako da, če imate kakšen komentar, vprašanje, samo dvignite roko, vprašanje lahko zastavite v angleščini ali slovenščini, bomo prevedli. Before the audience warms up, maybe we can start with that. You know, this museum, which is in a movie, it's real or it was made for a movie or?
Wow, I never had a question about the museum.
Okay, we can start.
But it's original. I knew that Boris would go see a museum, and I was trying to find any museum, something very stupid or whatever museum, because he's supposed to go see the museum in a very hypocritic way, you know. But there was a great artist. He's from Montreal, but he lives in New York now, called David Altmed, and he had an exhibition during the shooting. So it was totally by chance. And I wrote him, I said, can we film in your exhibition in that museum? And he said, yeah, sure. And it fits perfectly the story of the film. So yeah, so that's for the museum.
Torej, scena z muzejem, dejansko je pač bil v tistem času ta umetnik, ki dejansko obstaja, prisoten imel razstavo in je pač se mu poklapalo s tem, da je snimal film in kot vidite, je pač to vključil potem v film. Helicopter. Okay. Helicopter, it's empty, so it's kind of also this subconscious theme. Boris, want to?
It's the only scene in the film. If I'm not here to tell you what it is, you don't know what it is, of course. I used to make a bit more of those scenes in my past films, and now I should stop doing those mysterious scenes, but it's the only one. Basically, I wanted Boris to, I wanted to start the film by seeing Boris facing his problems, facing reality or facing the problems to come. So it's just an image. So he's facing something very big, noisy, scary. And then when he's trying to clean his life, and he's doing a lot of cleaning in his life, we see the helicopter leaving and leaving him in peace. And I asked the special effects people if they could take out the pilot, and they could do it. It's very expensive, but they could do it. So the torment or the problems are leaving. So this is the only bizarre metaphor of the film. We're not supposed to talk about that.
Se Denis pravi, da v prejšnjih filmih je uporabljal več takšnih metafor, prispodob, tokrat se je zatekel samo k eni in je pa zdaj razložil, da je v bistvu scena z helikopterjem, ki jo imamo na začetku filma, prispodoba tega v bistvu Borisovega teže vsega realnega življenja, ki pač pritiska nanj, ker tako je v bistvu zelo nemočen v tistem vetru in potem odžene, ko počisti z delom svojega življenja, ko razčisti ene stvari v svojem življenju, pač je to prispodoba tega, da je se rešil tega in scena je bila normalna s helikopterjem in potem je rekel, da je kar nekaj denarja stalo, da so naknadno v postprodukciji zbrisali, tako da vidimo, da je pač helikopter potem prazen. Dobro, medtem že kdo? Izvolite.
Hello, I want to ask about the name Roman Malinovski. Boris, sorry.
Boris Malinovski.
Because it reminded me on an anthropologist, but then I discovered when I was searching the names, there were like various Malinovskis, like one of them was Bolshevik revolutionary and the other was artist. So I thought, is there some kind of relation to
There's absolutely nothing special. I know there was a philosopher, a Polish philosopher or anthropologist called Malinowski, because when you find a name for a character, you try to see if that name exists. This is the only thing I found. But if I can open your question a bit, I didn't want to have a French-Canadian, typical French-Canadian character. I wanted him to have a different origin. Because I think we make a lot of French-Canadian films only with French-Canadians, and the face of modern French Canada is all these people with other origins. And I wanted to work with that young actress playing the maid, Isolda Dischauk, and I said, okay, she doesn't speak French, so and she lives in Germany. and she was born in Siberia. So I called my actor and I said, by any chance, do you speak German or Russian? He said, I learned Russian when I was young. So I say, I really want to work with that young actress. She's from Germany. Would you make some scenes in Russian? And your character would be a little less French-Canadian. And he said, yes. I found the name Malinovsky. So yeah, so they can switch to French, to English, to Russian. And for me, it's a way to make something not more international, but show another face of French Canada. But yeah, the name Malinovsky has no special meaning.
To se pravi, ime za naslovnega junaka Boris Malinovski nima veze, obstaja tudi en poljski antropolog. Pravi, da načeloma vedno, ko uporablja imena likov, preveri, če je kakšna resnična oseba, ravno zaradi te naveze. Tokrat pa je bil njegov namen v tem, da ni hotel uporabiti še enega francosko-kanadskega imena ali porekla, ker pravi, da večina filmov se k temu zateka in je namenoma hotel izpostaviti neko drugo eno drugo ozadje, to je nek drug izvor, drugo narodnost, kar je tega tudi trenutno v Kanadi polno. In potem pa je v bistvu to, da je postal Rus, je pa povezano z igralko Izoldo Dičok, ja, ki je jo vprašal, katere jezike druge zna. In je rekla nemško in rusko in potem je zaradi tega, ker je hotel tudi to igralko imeti v filmu, je potem to navezavo izpeljal, da je Boris Malinovski postal Rus.
There is a lot of teasing in the film, you know, Malinovsky, the Greek mythology. You can think about Don Juan, Tantalus, Dante, Beatrice. Nothing is like profound, or it's just a lot of teasing in the film too. It's a moral fairy tale, so I took a lot of elements from all sorts of things, but it's not, for me the film is a comedy and a light moral fairy tale. It's very simple, but I made sure to make it seem complicated, but the story is extremely ridiculously simple, you know.
Pravi, da je hotel ustvariti zelo enostavno zgodbo, čeprav se pa poigrava z temi imeni, ki imajo svoj izvor v zgodovini ali mitologiji, Beatrice, Dante, Tantal in vse to, ampak pravi, da ni nekega posebnega ozadja v tem, ampak da je hotel zaintrigirati občinstvo z uporabo teh imen.
Because I knew the story of the film was a man talking with his conscience for 90 minutes, asking himself, am I a good person? But when you're a filmmaker, you need to find sound, images, ideas, mise en scène ideas, you know? So how do I film the conscience of someone? So I created that stranger, Mr. Lewis stranger, but he's nobody, he's just Boris' conscience for me. But for you, the audience, these people become very real, and that's what is fun to do. The levels of reality are fun to create, you know.
V bistvu gre za ta nek kreativni proces, da je imel v osnovi zgodbo o človeku, ki sprašuje svojo vest, ki si sprašuje svojo vest, ki je ukvirjena v 90 minut in zato, da jo predstaviš gledalcu, potrebuješ neke slike, neko okolje, neko sceno in pri tem je uporabil te elemente ravno zaradi tega, da bi tudi gledalca na nek način zaintrigiral in da bi se lahko potopil v ta svet glavnega junaka. So personal question.
You know, that was just my formula for before the screening. Instead of saying, have a good screening, I'm a very boring filmmaker, it's my formula, you know. But it's true, to tell you the truth, I made 10 feature films in 11 years. So I'm always making films. I'm always traveling. I travel all around the world. I'm lucky. I'm a privileged person. So sometimes I think about that. I'm like, okay, I'm privileged. I did all this and I pay my rent by making films. I'm really a lucky person. But am I a good person? You know, how do I take care of my girlfriend, my parents, my dog, and that feeling, that guilty feeling of having fun around the world became a film. It's a bit... I'm not Boris Malinovsky, of course, but that feeling became that film.
You don't have so much money like Boris Malinovsky. Ok, vprašanje je bilo, če je postal boljši človek, to, kar je na začetku dal za istočnico in pravi, da v bistvu je to nek osebni obračun, zdaj se ne primerja toliko, ampak mogoče tudi tako občutek posreden krivde oziroma ene vesti, ali je dovolj dober do ljudi, ki ga obdajajo, ker njegovo življenje je dokaj pestro, pravi, da je v 10 letih posnel 11 filmov, kar seveda pomeni, da dosti potuje in posredno pač, da verjetno se ne more toliko posvečati svojim najdražjim dekletu, staršem in vsem ostalim in je pač to eden izmed zgibov za nastanek tega filma.
There were two things in the film that I never did before. Filming that social class, the bourgeois people. I never did that. A lot of filmmakers are not interested in that, and usually when you film the rich people, it's to destroy them, to crush them, usually, in most films. And I thought, okay, I'm going to film a rich guy, but I'm going to stay at his level. I will respect him for what he is.
Dva nivoja sta, je rekel eden, ki ga jih upošteval v filmu, en je ta, da se prej ni ubadal za tem buržoaznim, bogatim slojem bogatašev in da se dosti filmskih ustvarjalcev tudi izogiba tega, oziroma če jih upodabljajo na način, da jih prikažejo kot neke vrste negativce. Ne? On pa je rekel, da ne, da bo pač prvo se postaviti v njihovo kožo, na njihov nivo in jih po nek način spoštovati zaradi tega, ker so, da so na tem položaju, v tem nivoju.
So it was fun to work with, and it was new for me, you know, the nice costumes and the nice house, the nice everything. I asked the photography to be, it's shot in 35 millimeter. It looks like a magazine cover. Everything had to look perfect, and the game is to make everything crack, you know. So it was new for me, that new social class, and the danger is to make a bourgeois film. I didn't want to make a bourgeois film. I wanted to make a film about the bourgeois people.
To je bilo za njega novo, ampak pravim, da se je hotel izogniti tej pasti, da bi posnel buržoazni film, ampak film o buržoaziji in uporabo, kar je bilo za njega tudi novo, ta vizualni stil je prilagodil, namensko prilagodil temu, da je vse poštimano, vse precizno, kamera, zato je tudi snemal na 35 mm, barve, interjeri.
And the other thing is I made a lot of films with people who don't talk too much. We film them from behind. There's not much lighting and they don't have any verb to defend themselves. Now I wanted people to be, everything to be frontal, a lot of dialogues, a lot of light. Boris can never hide from the light. As you can see, there were no shadows in the film. So that were two new things for me in my cinema.
Druga novost, vsaj v njegovih filmih, pa je bila to, da prej so njegovi liki niso bili nikoli tako direktno, neposredno izpostavljeni, vedno so bili snemani mogoče za hrbta, niso imeli toliko besed, tokrat pa je rekel, pa je dal temu svojemu liku besede, ga postavil vedno, bomo rekli, direktno pred kamero, pred gledalca in mu je dal tudi, ja, v bistvu to, da lahko izrazi to, da verbalizira vse te zadeve, kar je pravi pri njem novo, ne, za njegov pristop k filmu.
Everybody is very quiet here.
Oh shit,
I remember 5 years ago it was the same, very quiet.
Yeah, but okay, 5 years ago it was a different story.
Yeah, 5 years ago something happened. I came here and the person like you who was here with me said, do you want to do a Q&A? Because here people don't stay after films. I say, really? And then the film ended and everybody left and maybe 10 people stayed. But everybody left and he said, yeah, here people don't stay to listen to filmmakers. So tonight you stayed, so I think something changed in Slovenian audience, I don't know.
Sprej to, kar je rekel, 5 let nazaj je bil tukaj za svojim filmom Curling in je tisti, ki je pač vodomoderator, mu pač rekel, ok, če želiš imeti ta pogovor, potem ampak folk ne ostane ponavadi not in je rekel, res je zgodilo to, da so ljudje mimo njega hodili, samo 10 ljudi je ostalo v dvorano in me pač moderator rekel, vidiš, sem ti rekel, da ne bo, ne, ampak sem ga že pri tem tudi pripravil na to, da se naša publika malo bolj osvestila, tako da nas je zdaj več.
And I'm just coming now from Minsk and Kiev and the Q&As in these countries are very intense. You get asked very, very, very personal questions. So
like?
Tonight is a very regular Q&A.
So what was the most personal question, the most disturbing question you've been asked?
It's not disturbing, but it's very personal. In Russia, every time I go to Russia, and now it's Belarus and Ukraine, they want to know who made that film. So the questions are really personal about me. So they ask what I'm reading, if I'm religious, if I have a family, what are my spiritual values? And they never ask any question about the film. And I don't mind. I talk and I tell people my life story, but it gets really personal, and it's always like that in Russia.
Pravi, da smo drugačni, da je ta atmosfera tudi drugačna od izkušnje, ki je imel malo prej, prišel je iz Minska in Kijeva in tam je občinstvo zelo neposredno, sprašuje ga zelo, bomo rekli, intimne, osebne reči, ampak ne toliko filmov, ampak pač o njem samem, kakšna je veroizpoved, kaj in vse te zadeve, tako da to je drugače.
The girl playing Elga in the film, she's Russian French. In the film, she's not Russian; she's just French. I wrote her and I said, I'm in Belarus now, and those questions. She said, did they ask you if you're religious around the third or the fourth question? I said, yes. She says, that's normal. The third question usually is, are you religious?
To je očitno standard za Belorusijo, kar mu je povedala igralka, ki je upodablja Helgo, da pač, ker je tudi Rusinja napol, da pač je tretje vprašanje definitivno na vseh pogovorih je, sledi ali si veren in kakšne veroizpovedi in tako da je to zanimivo. Okay, maybe we go to the movie. Is that the problem, the main, not problem with Boris, that he's not been loved? Because in the dialogue with the mom, he asked her directly, did you love me? And she said, every mother has to love, which means I don't want to answer that I love you.
It was supposed to be a much more simple dialogue, and I think, again, it's my friend playing Elga. She proposed me that dialogue. She said, Boris should go see his mother, but he should ask a question about himself. Instead of telling his mother that he loves her, he's asking her if she loves him, just to show how narcissist he is. So we switched, the scene was supposed to be very normal and he was supposed to say, Mom, I love you.
But he didn't get the confirmation.
He didn't get the confirmation and she's like bitter against him and you can feel that. So I like the way the scene is, yeah.
Okay, pravi, da ta scena pač, ko ne dobi pritrdilnega odgovora od mame, da ga ima rada, je pač nastala tudi po zaslugi te igralke, ki mu je svetovala ta prizor, oziroma ta dialog v tem prizoru in on je pa rekel, da mu je bilo to namensko všeč, ker ni hotel, da bi Boris prišel tja in da bi on izpovedal svoje ljubezni, ampak da ga prikaže v pač tej njegovi vlogi narcisistični zelo, zato pač on vpraša mamo.
And then I tried something in the last scene around the table. For me, there's nobody at the table. He's alone. He's facing his demons. So I asked the woman playing the mother, I say, suddenly you're not the same character. You have to be very, very happy. You're another person. And the young girl, the way she's dressed and she's smiling, I asked them to play on that level of playing. So it's just Boris sitting with his conscience and the people with whom he has problems in his life. So for me, they're not even in the room, but you don't have to take it this way. But
no, but it's obviously shown because mother says, I have to go to the bathroom, and then the next shot is Beatrice in bathroom alone. So
the way it's cut, the way we did the set design is everything is super white, so you don't have to take it first degree. They're not really in the room, and when Mr. Lewis is leaving, we hear a car, but we don't see it, and so it's supposed to be a floating reality. And for me, it was funny to do that.
Pravi, da je bilo zabavno in da je namensko to zadnjo sceno soočenja za mizo vključil, da je uporabil pač te osebe, ki so del Borisovega življenja, s tem, da v tem kadru nastopajo kot neke vrste irealne osebe in jih je namensko in tudi jim rekel, da morajo biti drugačne kot prej. Mama je bolj vedra, bolj nasmejana, čisto neobremenjena, tudi hčerka in pravi, da je pač to namensko naredil zato, da bi gledalec začutil, da v bistvu Boris samo obračunava z svojimi demoni, z svojimi nekimi strahovi iz preteklosti.
I think we could watch the whole film and think there's never anybody around him. He's always alone. I think we could watch the film. Even Beatrice, she's not even sick. He's the sick one. She's just waiting, you know. She doesn't have anything. And in the end, you can see that she's asking him, so where were you? He was the sick person. You know?
Zanimiva poanta je to, da v bistvu bi si lahko predstavljali, da je film dejansko samo Boris, oziroma Borisov svet, brez vseh ljudi, ki so okoli, da je on v bistvu sam, da ostali ne obstajajo, ker v bistvu tudi ta na koncu besede, ki mu jih Beatrice izreče, to je, kje si bil, ne, pomeni, da je bil on bolan, da v bistvu ni bilo nič narobe z ljudmi okoli njega, ki so pač prikazani kot ona bolna in to, ampak da je to njegov svet. confrontation.
It also kind of reminds me with the last scene, one of the last scenes in Mulholland Drive, when all those characters from the movie then come together and play a little different role than they did in the whole night. So it kind of know if there was anything that you kind of came across.
The last scene I don't remember, but of course in the last scene for me, I was always telling my team, I was calling it the Buñuel scene. For me, it was very Buñuelian, and so I never thought about Mulholland Drive, but I watched the scene with the cowboy twice before making that scene. I knew it had the same kind of feeling, and I didn't want to copy it, but then it raised the questions of how do you borrow a scene? How do you pay homage to someone? I wouldn't say David Lynch is like it's not my favorite filmmaker, but I know those scenes exist. And at some point you just do the scenes. When you're young, you copy your favorite scenes. Now it's like my 10th film. I can see it kind of, and you're maybe the third person to say it, but at some point we don't mind. You know, it's not copying or stealing something. It's just an atmosphere and it's okay. You know?
To je vprašanje glede na veze z Lynchovim filmom Mulholland Drive, pač predvsem glede sceni prvega srečanja z gospodom Louisom Kamnolomom in pa zaključni sceni. Pravi, da sicer ne bi rekel, da je Lynch njegov vzornik, ampak da pač ga pozna in da tudi pozna Mulholland Drive in da takrat, ko je snimal to sceno v Kamnolomu, da se je na nek način zavedal oziroma je videl sporednice, ampak je ni hotel kopirati. Pravi tudi, da je zdaj v tej fazi, da pač ustvarja samostojno in da v mladih letih je bilo pač dostikrat to, ja, ko si mlad, želiš kopirati, pač imaš neke vzornike, zdaj pa da je že v bistvu presegel to fazo.
They are famous filmmakers and famous scenes. They contaminated the whole history of cinema. So what can we do now, you know? I was really looking for Boris to go somewhere and meet his conscience or... So I guess David Lynch did everything in Mulholland Drive, but I said, okay, I can do it as well. But
zgodba je pač taka, da je pač hotel človeka, ki bi srečal, ki bi računal svojo podzavestjo in da po tej plati je David Lynch to že zelo dobro naredil v Mulholland Drive, to se pravi, kaj nam ostane še novega, ampak da pač vseeno hoče. Pa še odprej sem pozabil povedati, da pač to zaključno sceno pravi, da ne vidi soočenje za mizo, toliko podobno Lynchu, ampak če že potem Buñuelu, ko je pač z njim tudi vidi nek atmosfersko povezavo.
It reminds me the recent documentary with Brian De Palma, the guy who copied everybody, Brian De Palma, and he said, why film car chases? French Connection was made, so I'm not interested in doing car chases. But he copied everybody else, but I remember he said that.
Omenil je pač tudi citat Brian De Palma v dokumentarnem filmu, ki se je nanašal na te scene cestnega pregona in pravi, zakaj bi jih jaz delal, če je že toliko bilo dobrih posnetih, ne, tako da, ja. Še kakšno vprašanje, še kakšen komentar? She's interested about where the movie will be shown, so I think I can answer. Kolikor vem, je bil film odkupljen v slovensko distribucijo, tako da bo na sporedu zdaj datuma, še ne vemo točno, ampak zagotovo v Kinodvoru in v Art Kino mreži, v pač po LIFFe enkrat zdaj, lahko je to zdaj jeseni, lahko je potem to pomladi. Do you know the date of Slovenia release?
Yeah, that's the surprise I had tonight. Usually the film is shown with English subtitles and I'm like, whoa, but the film has been bought by ex-Yugoslavia distributor, so it's supposed to come out in different locations in the region, but I'm not in contact with them, I don't know anything.
Pravi, da nima kontaktov, ampak ja, mislim, to jaz lahko potrdim, da definitivno je odkupljen za distribucijo v Sloveniji, ampak pravim, datuma trenutno še ni znanega, ne, tako da.
Distributors don't talk to filmmakers because we...
Distributerji se nočejo pogovarjati o tem z ustvarjalci filma.
Yeah.
They don't want to share money or...
It's usually, yeah, there's no reason to talk to a distributor usually because the money doesn't come to me and he can do what he wants and I cannot ask for anything, so there's... Te informacije ponavadi ne pridejo do ustvarjalcev, do režiserjev, ampak se pač distributerji in producenti zmenijo. They need us, we need them, but we don't talk.
Potrebujejo se, ampak nimajo komunikacije. Ok, Denis, Denis.
Well, thank you. You've been very attentive and nice. And...
Zahvaljuje se, da smo bili zelo obzirni, zelo prijazni.
Thank you. Good night. I would like to come back next year. I just finished a new film. It's a documentary with 6 bodybuilders, and I'm really excited. And I want to edit
show,
that film.
not just
and I
talk
hope
show.
it's going to be here
Okay,
next
we'll
year.
tell Simon Popek about that. Okay.
What kind of deal you have with the film fund so you can film every year?
Any special connections?
Well,
Or you win a lottery?
very, very, very quick. This film is made with a lot of money, like $2.5 million. So I have real actors, a big crew and everything, and I'm helped by my government. And when I'm finished with this film, usually I take my salary and I make a small film. So the bodybuilder film costs $50,000 and we're 3 people. The next film usually is a big one and then I make a small one.
Ponavadi je vedno en drag film, en poceni, za tega je porabil 2,5 milijona in je dobil tudi financirano iz francoskega filmskega sklada in ostalih koproducentov. Zato ponavadi vedno, ko posname en drag film, denar, ki ga s tem zasluži, uporabi za to, da posname en manjši film. Naslednji film, ki ga je napovedal o bodybuilderjih, je posnel za 50,000, tako da bo bolj skromen, kar se tega tiče. Okay, thank you very much. Hope we see you again.
You?